these. Got a decent deal on it because it has a bend here. We can take care of that. There's a leak here in this hose. We can take care of that. Snip right there. And this engine is kind of messed up. Well, it's hard starting, but it runs well. But of course that starter wasn't working at all, so we'll order a new one. Otherwise, it splits nice. I think it's a good deal for, you know, the main components. This and this. This is always easily replaceable. In fact, they just give out motors for free. Because seeing as this is the horizontal shaft engine, in theory, a lawnmower engine should just bolt right on. Wait a minute. It's the oil, gas. That's the oil and the gas. Air filter. Air. This is the same engine. I got this for free. Somebody put this on Craigslist for free. They were like, it's on the curb, just come and get it. And I snatched it because I knew this had a weird engine on it. And this is the exact same engine. So if I don't even want to mess with that, I can just slap that on. Okay, today is tomorrow and we have parts for the splitter. Biggest issue, the recoil starter. A new one, the hydraulic filter, a hydraulic oil filter. And I believe the priming bulb on the old one out there doesn't work, or it was messed with, or something. I just don't believe it. And it seems the common reason that it doesn't work is behind this little gasket. Please. Thank you. You see this bulb, when you push it, air travels through here and I guess pushes the fuel out somehow, some way. And apparently that can go bad on these old housings, so the solution is just replace the whole housing. I mean, everything here was like 50 bucks. This came with a carb and all these other, you know, fuel filters and just everything to give this thing a tune-up. It's incredible how cheap small engine parts are. Like even this was like 20 bucks. Small engines, they're just incredible how cheap you can get this stuff. So let's go put that on. I've never known how these worked. Apparently this part that moves is kind of supposed to stay and it pushes them out. It's supposed to work like that, but it doesn't. It just runs with it. So, geez. Well, we don't need to drill it out. We can just use these new holes. Something I've used a shocking amount is this hand riveter. I got it to do like sheet metal repairs on I think feeding trough, some sort of self feeder. I can't believe how much I've used this to do like odd repairs. So this is a great thing to have. It's super cheap, very diverse. But yeah, this is what we'll use. I don't have self tappers that are short enough that won't interfere with the flywheel thing, if that's what that's called. This is how it's supposed to work. Note this piece. It stays and then it goes. Stays and it goes. That's what pulls out these dogs that actually engage on these nubs on this cup right here. And those teeth just catch and spins the whole thing. I would like it where it was, but I don't really feel like drilling out those rivets. Yeah, that's a much better angle. We're gonna drill those rivets out. Might as well do it right. When you get drill bits, you want to look out for ones that are cobalt drill bits. I think this is Gladiator brand, but they stay sharp longer and they're just really nice and they're a joy to work with. Forgot the drill too. Okay, so 1 trip, 2 trip. It's gonna be 3 trips. Great. Yeah, that's the size.
Be right back.
That's really the game on the farm when you're trying to fix something, is how many trips back to the shop does it take to complete the project. Woo! Woo! Fuck. What size do I need here? I think 1/8 1/4. I had my eyes closed. Oh, those holes are really big now. 1/8 sounds good. Still not in. So not big enough. What's your deal, Mr. Fuel Tank? We're gonna replace the hoses on this fuel tank anyway, so. Because it came free in the kits. I keep putting you too close. I don't know why I keep doing that. You can be further away. All up in my grill. But, really don't care. That's how it's supposed to work. Oh, yum, gas. We'll go right there. I got new hose anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Like that. Okay, cool. Well, I want the fuel filter. Cut. Is it big to small? Let's look it up. Nope, it's small to big. I guess that makes more sense. I decided I'm just gonna leave that filter and shut off in there. I don't really. If it's a problem with the kinked hose, I can just remove it. I'm under the impression this bulb doesn't do a dang thing. Guess I need to keep this trash. I'm trying to get you a good angle, but wherever you are, I can't be, so keep that in mind. So if you're worried if you can't do it, you can. It's not an issue. Oh, there's a breather hose. Oh, that's what that was. Okay. Old gasket, yeah. This thing's a piece of shiza. Match the holes to the holes. That's all we gotta do. Whoop. Hopefully that's not too much. I've heard that's a problem with this housing, is if something about the gasket squishes, it's not very good. Whoop. Probably shouldn't use an impact, but it is what it is. Let's see if we can't get this running. Sweet. You know, this seems nice. Seems like it should work. Whoa. No, not already. They're not there already, huh? Really? There's a huge gap. It's a huge gap. What are you talking about? That's not in there yet. Come on. What are you talking about? Whatever. Who cares? This thing came with another one, so we're just gonna throw it on there. I don't even know what this does. Oh, it puts tension on the... What do you call that flapper inside the carb? You know what I mean? The wing, the internal wing that regulates the... What am I trying to say? The airflow. It regulates the airflow and thus the fuel mixture. Yeah, cool. On. Sweet. For a 400 and $75 log splitter plus $20 part plus $40 in other parts. Runs beautifully. I have this engine on a lawnmower I got for free. So if this thing ever died, just replace the engine. It's very funny. The guy who sold me this, he ran a lawn mowing and landscaping business. He deals with small engines all day, every day. He didn't realize you could just replace this for like nothing. It's like you just give it a little bit of care and it'll work how it's supposed to. This looks bigger, but don't much care. Yeah, runs the same. We'll hang on to the old one, because one thing you never do on a farm is throw anything away, because you will need the thing. So you can see, I don't know if you can see, it's cracked right there. Whoa. That was yummy. Don't fall. Be fast with this. Yeah, it's good. Another trip to the shop. What are we at? 7 now? Dude, look at that. It's gross. What does it look like? Why does it look like it's good enough. Shouldn't be that tough. Yeah, we're way off. These have a problem where this happens, it just collects, and the new ones have a hole sometimes. That's not too big. That probably needs to get cut down again. Ah, dude, I hate getting stuff on my eyeballs. Stuff always ends up in my eyeball. I don't like it. I need to make a rack, a table rack. There's no hole to mount the pre-made ones, so I'm just gonna find some old stakes that are bent up, weld together one. I saw somebody do that. That'd be pretty perfect, because I know we have a bunch of those laying around somewhere. Good news, we found some bent metal stakes, so let's speed run this into a rack for that. I don't want to spend too much time on this. Okay, through very precise arithmetic and math equations, I've determined that the length needs to be this long. That's the first one I've broke on this. Take two. This is probably the greatest thing I've ever gotten off Craigslist. $100, and it was brand new. So the plan is, I probably should have made these a bit longer, because it'd be nice to have one standoff portion, so one log could be here and then another up here. So we're just gonna try it with this kind of spacing. And if it doesn't work, I'll just do tacks. So if it sucks, I'll just zip it off again. Okay, we're gonna let that cool down, then we'll mount it. That's a good idea. Use this as a spacer to get the angle correct. That holds. Oh, I melted it. Fuck. Funny consequence of my genius little stick. I can't get it out. Do I care? Oh, it's kind of funny. It'll rot out eventually, right? Yeah. So we want, the idea was one log could lay here and then maybe another here, and then you just kind of roll it. Different stages. So we roll it onto the last one. We've got a little bit of an angle and our trapped stick. We'll keep it a secret. We'll only know that that's there. Alright, don't tell anyone. But that's the splitter.